Hey, girl. Well,
Well, hey,
hey. How's it going, Maim? How's it going with you?
I'm good. I'm still basking in my afterglow of the Renaissance right now, so I'm a little bit. It's funny though, the thing they said about having that slight depression afterward,
Uh huh.
completely true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I woke up the next day like, who am I? What am I doing? What like it
You,
was
you is kind.
Now, if I woke up and I said I am Viola Davis, I would have had a much better day. My Saturday would have been much better.
I mean, you is EGOT Viola Davis.
He got I love saying that. I love it. Like I love it a lot. It's
See,
so
it's
good.
it's so funny because Viola Davis just she never did it for me.
I mean, I know I'll be very truthful. I don't love every Viola Davis movie. Um, but I love some of them like a lot. Like the one where she played the mother and Philip Seymour Hoffman is the priest. Oh, what is that called?
Oh,
Ah,
oh, 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 God.
he like gets accused of, all I mean, that
Yes.
movie for me was like that was it. I was like, wow, this woman because she played like a very strong but demure and kind of like she didn't have a huge amount of lines,
Doubt.
but doubt, oh, every
Yeah,
moment of
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
movie it
yeah.
just like tears your heart out.
Like, girl, why? I'm surprised you went to Philip Seymour Hoffman and not Meryl Streep as the nun. That's interesting.
Well, that's
Like,
the thing. Like in that movie, him and Viola are the two things that stuck out with me the
mm,
most,
mm,
right?
mm, mm.
Meryl I like Meryl Streep in that movie, but to me, that one felt don't come after me, listeners. That one felt like a Meryl phoning it in, kind of like Mamma Mia too. Like just very, she's just there.
You mean Mamma Mia TOO, right? Not Mamma Mia 2 because she's barely in that movie.
No, that's what I mean. Like she's just kind of like there.
Yeah, no, but Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again is such a good movie. Like, dear listeners, if you haven't watched it, it is so much fun. So much more fun than the first one, right?
It is more fun. No, I will say that
It's a
it's
better movie.
oh I don't know.
It is.
I like the productions better on the first one.
You are the only person who's ever said that. You like
Everybody else
literally.
everybody
Yes.
else likes the musical numbers in the second one better.
Yes. Yes, because it was directed and produced by someone who actually knew how to direct and produce musical numbers. The first was
Maybe
just by some person on the street.
maybe I need to just go back and watch it again.
Yeah, you really do, girl.
I may
You
have had
really
just like
do.
a bad taste in my mouth because the whole time I was like, why is this a thing? Why is this happening? That might have been it. Because I was very like from the minute they announced it, I was like, what are you talking about? This is the first one was based on an actual Broadway musical. And this one is like, what is this? And so when I watched it, I think I had that bitterness the whole time of like,
Whereas I watched it going in, hey, people say this one's better. Okay. Oh, this one's much better.
oh,
Okay.
nobody said that with me though. I didn't hear, I mean,
Oh,
I didn't have a lot of people giving feedback on the second
okay.
one.
Okay. You should have talked to me.
If only I knew.
Only you knew. I've got a question. Can you rotate yourself a little bit? Do you have your picture up? There's a bright light in your thing coming out of the mirror.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you
How would I do
rotate?
that?
Can you rotate a little bit more? You were going the right way. Can you keep
This
going?
is so
Can you
weird.
keep going? Can you keep just a perfect? Stop
There we go.
and hammer time.
Every time I see him, the hammer's just so hype. I'm roll on the floor and I'm magic on the mic. Now, why would I ever stop doing tricks without the second record? It just don't hit. Mm. My dad bought me that tape. He used to try to straighten me out through musical selections. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Oh yeah. That was his big plan. So you'll remember pretty vividly, like the late '80s, early '90s. I was very femme obsessed, like with all of the women that were in
Yeah.
the music business. So what he started doing was he just started randomly buying me CDs and tapes of like male R&B singers and male, like it was his subtle way of trying to like, he thought the music was making me get, because in our family music's very powerful. So I think my dad literally thought
Apparently,
like,
apparently
yeah,
it's that powerful. Like I don't.
yeah. So that's it. I can remember the breaking point. I still remember it. Like we were driving to New York on one of our summer family trips,
Mm-hmm.
and I was that was when that was when Lisa Stansfield's second album came
Oh
out in America,
no.
and she had this song called All Woman, and I was in the back of that car living my life, belting that thing for all it was worth, had my little headphones on. He literally said, "Give me that tape," and like took it. Seriously.
And did he hand you an Usher tape directly back?
No, I didn't have anything else after that trip. I was we just listened to NPR. So
Oh God.
yeah, I'll never forget that. That was like one of the funniest. It was one of the funniest things because it's like I can,
That's not
put.
funny. That's
I
not
mean,
funny. It's
it's
funny
not
now.
funny. It's funny now, but it's also just to me, it's funny in that it's amazing the things that parents think they can
Yes. Yes.
do
There you go.
because of this thing that is very apparent to them. And there's like, if only I could do this X special code of
What did your
what was
mother
the worst
say?
one? Oh, she didn't say anything that day. Like she was just kind of like, we're driving on a 12-hour trip to New York. Like you would think we're gonna get into that type of thing. So,
Mm.
um, so what ended up, I think the worst one he ever bought me. Do you remember there was this like R&B funk group called Mint Condition, and he bought me their CD, and I was just like, what is this? That's how I know the entire first album of Boyz II Men is because he bought it for me. I was just like, all right, I guess I'll listen to it. Whatever.
It's not bad. Boys to Men,
Um,
it's not bad.
well, it
But
wasn't bad. That first album wasn't bad.
it's also a little
I think
gay.
though, here's what's so funny. I know when I officially broke him, and
Uh-huh.
you'll know when I tell you this little thing. I broke him. You remember when I messed up my ankle really bad
Yes,
in
eighth
middle
grade.
school?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So my father, this is the nicest thing he probably has ever done in my life. He got me a get well present, and he bought me the first Ace of Base CD. And I'm telling you right now, I knew from that day on that he had already accepted that this whatever the battle was coming, it was already lost. I knew that day. I was like, because this is after like a year or two of all those other R&B songs. I was like, oh wow, you got me Ace of Base. Thanks, Dad. I hopped into the living room to go listen to it because I couldn't.
Mame, speaking of 90s white people music, did you know that we have a
Yes.
Patreon? Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
did you know that we have another podcasts?
What? We have a few.
That's right. That's why I said podcasts. We
I didn't
have.
hear that last S.
Yeah,
You're missing your S's.
I'm definitely not. You're just not listening to my speech.
Now
You
the S on your
slay me,
speech
a
is now.
Murder She Wrote podcast, and we object, our Ally
We
McBeal
object.
podcast. Which, Mame, which, if you become
Yes.
one of our patrons, you can see us
Patrons.
in the lightest of drag.
So light.
The lightest of drag. Um,
Foundation.
yeah, and little eye, a turban.
Little
Wonder.
eye. That's true.
You can see us in the lightest of drag recording. We object
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
video.
Did y'all
Hey, Mame,
Chase?
Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that we have merchandise?
Yes.
That's right. If you go to the updated mimsandmaim.com, you can find it. And dear listeners, if you use the code bidet, you get 10% off right now. That's right. That's right.
Speaking of bidets, and 90s things, did you know that potato skins are back in stores? Remember the chips, potato skins? Potato skins got great potato appeal because they're made with potatoes and
Shut
skins
the
that are real.
front door. This is season 4, episode 27, Their Finest Hour.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
What? Potato skins? Are they
back.
are they still in the beige bag?
No, now they got rebranded through TGI Fridays, but they're basically just potato
Oh,
skins.
those have been around forever.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
they haven't been down here.
Those have been around forever. Girl, they were here when you were living here. They had them in the store. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I thought you were talking about the real, because they're not quite the real ones. They're close, but they aren't quite.
Oh, I remember somebody told me once that that potato skins is actually you can find in a Big Lot sometimes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, girl, I got Big Lots right near my house.
Of course you do.
You got me so excited that I forgot to say something previously. I forgot to say something, and I'm going to say it now before we get into this episode, because this is an episode. We got a message from a sweet little boy in Eastern North Carolina.
Oh,
On Instagram, and he just wanted to really tell us how much he loves this podcast, and watching Delta Burke through the lens of now and her weight gain, it really is problematic, but she still looks fierce, but she loves us.
if we did nothing else for the society, we've done this.
Yes, if we have done nothing else, we have brought truth to Linda Bloodworth Thompson. We have.
Mm-hmm. You broke that woman.
We broke it. Well, speaking of that, we're starting with Suzanne. It's another clip show, y'all.
This one was a needless clip show too, because they ran out of cast members essentially. Had to just
Girl, why
clips.
didn't they just take half the people in the first one, all those pink things, and throw in the Suzanne Anthony into that one, and then call it a one episode?
I'm questioning now, and I really wish I could find resources on why this was such an awkward ending of a season, because they have a clip show, 2 episodes, and then 2 more episodes. It's so strange.
There's only one more episode.
No, there's 2 episodes after clip show.
No, there's one.
Season 4.
There's only one. Anthony graduating.
When I was looking at Hulu, there's 2 episodes. It's not just Anthony's graduation. There's one after that too. Hulu.
Season 4, episode. It would be episode 29. Signing women.
Yeah, episode. There's a 29 is Le Pas Sans Sancy.
Oh, that's
when they go to
right.
that spa.
That's
what I mean.
God,
Like, it's almost a 30. It's almost a 30 episode season.
This must have aired all together. This must have been like an hour-long special.
It had something was off about this. It's very strange to me that I feel. Yeah, I bet you they split this because it doesn't make sense, the order of it. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Which, I mean, whatever. I know that like when they repackage some of these things for like rebroadcast, that this kind of thing happens, but it's just weird.
Well, starting with Suzanne, Consuela Bobela, Banana Fana Fofela, Mi Mamo Mena, Consuela. And then she wins all the money.
I think I was this time watching it. I think it's even cuter when you watch Jean Smart like lip syncing it too as she's doing it. It's really kind of cute.
Yes. Like, yeah.
There's something about that chemistry of that moment that I was like, oh, it really was interesting when they were first getting this whole thing. Like they really, some of them you could tell had like a genuine chemistry with each other.
Then we go on to Suzanne and Dash. Yeah. God, Craig T. Nelson is just, no, it's not Craig T. Nelson. What does that man say? Major Dad. Major Dad is just, what? The fact that I said Craig T. Nelson.
Mr. Gene Smart.
Yeah. Is he Mr.? He's not Mr. Gene Smart.
Which one of them was married?
Ted.
Oh, Ted was, no, not Scott Bakula.
Not Ted.
It was JD.
JD, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, JD was Mr.
Major Dad was married to somebody famous too.
Okay, Google. Who was Major Dad married to?
I think he was married to Suzanne.
Yes, you're right. He is married to Delta Burke.
I was like, I knew he was married to somebody else on the show, but I couldn't remember who it was.
Wow. Well, so they were actually in love.
No, that's why they had unusual chemistry, because they were actually together. I said unusual chemistry.
Yeah, I know. I'm
chemistry.
agreeing with you. That shaking my head no was agreeing with you because it was bad. Well, now we got the little Asian girl coming in the hair, dressed just like Suzanne.
She's so cute. I mean, she is quite adorable.
Then we got Suzanne coming in pink, black tulle. That dress, I love that dress. Oh, drag queen.
Yeah.
Then we got her coming in with her pig. Then we got her in bed, in bed with Charlene, complaining about things. Got her getting her money from what's his doodle. What's his name?
If I paid for this tour right now, I would want my money.
Well, you ain't saying nothing, so it ain't
because I'm kind of just staring. It's like it's just like, over here we got this one, over here this one.
Well, excuse me. That's the next one.
I think,
my husband looked at me and said, please don't make me watch another clip show with you. And I was like, don't worry, I won't.
Wow. You need to write that into your nuptials.
We're already married.
I mean, when it's time to do it again.
That you don't have to do it again.
Oh, come on now. We're from the South. You do renew your vows. It's part of
We're Catholic.
Part of it.
You do it once and you're done. You baptized once and you're done. There is no saving. It's just, it's a one and done. We don't keep doing shit like you Protestant people. One and done.
Come in, get splashed, get out.
There's only so much original sin you can have. You don't get it back. That's why it's original.
Hello. Yes, I would love to have the reboots in, please. Thank you.
Speaking of, have you started watching Good Omens season 2 yet?
No. I didn't know it was out yet.
Oh yeah, it's out. It's good.
That is beautiful television.
It is. It wouldn't be. Oh God, what's his name?
Which one?
Aziraphale. Not Aziraphale. Yeah, Aziraphale.
Michael Sheen. There's
nobody else who could play that role except for Michael Sheen. Like it is just, he's so good in it.
I think that for me, Michael Sheen is one of these actors now that I'm pretty sure that we are really undervaluing him as an actor.
Yes.
He is quite amazing. Like, I can't remember what it was because I never saw it before until I saw a clip of it. When I saw that he was in the Twilight movie and really apparently was like eating up the
You
scenery.
didn't know he was
Like,
in a Twilight movie?
I only saw the first Twilight movie. I
Oh
never
my
looked
God.
at anything else after
He was
that.
in the first one.
I don't remember that.
He's the head vampire. You know, the same thing was in Underworld. He just recast himself in that role.
He was in Underworld. I haven't seen any of the Underworld movies.
Oh, girl.
Michael Sheen is in the Underworld franchise.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not crazy.
What an amazing, like, what an interesting guy.
Is it Underworld? Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, he's the head vampire in Underworld.
Okay, so now it begs to ask the question: why has he not shown up in What We Do in the Shadows yet? Because it feels like he should have done that by now.
Probably, yeah, probably. Oh, is that one back yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched season 3 of that or 4 or whatever on. Okay, I will.
It's a fun one.
Always is. My one of my friends really likes it, but it's like at the end of the season, everything's just resolved, and I don't really like that. And I'm like, that's the point. I was like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I will say.
Well,
your
don't
friend
say anything. No. Just let
No,
it
I'm
go.
gonna say, like, your friends should definitely get, if they haven't continued to watch it, they should definitely get back into it, because it's this season has been really fun so far.
Okay. I thought you were going to ruin things because you
No,
sometimes
no.
do that. So we go to one time. I know, girl. It only takes once. I'm still bitter.
I know.
Hey, you remember that time Bimini won Drag Race? Just rewrite the history. Gaslight everyone. I'm doing it. So.
Yeah, with you.
Remember that time that a British reality show was not rigged, and the person who won actually was the person who should have won actually won? Bimini. So. Yeah. Then we go to her drinking the breast milk. Remember that?
I do.
And then we have her fat at her reunion when she wasn't fat.
Yeah, she wasn't fat at that point.
No,
She was. I mean, oh, gosh, our definition of fat from back then is just, if you're not a stick, you're considered fat, which is just gross.
And now we just have Ozempic.
Everyone's best friend.
Just shove it in right here, baby.
There you go, and the fat goes shoving out.
Right where I got my monkeypox vaccine, just right here. Just put it in that same spot, baby.
Just put it in. Stick it in. I want to get rid of this
I
fat.
just want to get rid of the fat. I'm going to throw it up and my stomach's going to be paralyzed, but it'll be great.
I will look like a supermodel.
Dear listeners, if you have diabetes, I completely support you staying on Ozempic and doing
Oh,
what
yeah,
your
please do
doctor
that if you have diabetes.
Yeah. And if you are overweight, there is Wegovy, which is a different formulation of Ozempic. But I wouldn't take. Oh, I heard an interesting fact. So the company that makes Ozempic is Novo Nordisk. Okay, they are a Danish company. They are now worth more than the country of Denmark.
Stop it.
Yep. I don't. You can fact check me on that one, but I heard that somewhere. It could have been a Facebook post. Now we're to Anthony. Hey, dear listeners, if you want to give us our Patty Daddy so we have a producer or someone to double check our stuff as we go, it's only $5,000, probably $10,000. Let's do $10,000.
That's all. If you want to be our Patty Daddy sponsor.
Yeah, just throw 10,000 big ones right at my face.
Digitally. Or not.
I mean,
I just worry about you actually like picking it all up afterward.
have you ever been slapped in the face with $2,000?
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I was in Vegas one time. One of my friends, I walked in the room and they just won big. And they turn around, and just smacked me in the face with $2,000. I'm like, damn. It was fanned out, so it didn't hurt. I was like, wow. Did not mind that.
I mean, I would mind it because money is dirty.
Girl, I mean,
Casino money?
girl, whatever. Like, these hands are small, I know, but they're not yours. They are my own. And they have touched many things.
Okay, Jewel Osco. I hear you. I hear you, girl.
Anyway, we're on to Anthony now, girl. We're on to Anthony, and
Yes.
we're struggling to keep this podcast alive.
I mean, it's a clip show. It's like
Do you watch Heartbreaker?
We went through the first 10 minutes for you saying like, here's this.
Well, we're going to
Here's
do that
this.
again.
We did that in like 2 minutes.
Do you watch Heartbreaker?
No,
Oh, you don't want to see the two little gay boys fall in
I
love?
don't. I don't like romance things.
Why
And,
not?
Like I just don't. Regardless of any like sexuality or nothing.
Romantical?
It's not. I mean, probably not. If some people would ask you, but I actually. I mean, I think I am. I just don't like watching it. It's just.
So I highly suggest. This is a book. It's Alice Osman who drew Heartbreaker, Heartstopper. Not Heartbreaker, Heartstopper. Two little
I think
gay.
Heartbreaker's a thing too, right?
It is. But so she drew and illustrated whatever. And she's, producing the TV show too. She wrote Loveless, she is a romantic asexual.
Mm-hmm.
And it is basically a novel about, it's a fictional novel about her youth. It is very good and like explains how she feels about the world.
Yeah.
And like how she ended up coping, because there's a lot of depression that comes with it, because you're going to be alone forever or live a lie, right?
Right.
So you have to make sure you have friends that will fill that role.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very good. It is, and dear listeners, I highly suggest Andy View. It's a young adult novel, like high young adult, like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
So it's a very easy read, but it's very interesting.
That sounds interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I have a friend who thinks that they are also asexual, but they're not 100% sure. But we were talking about that one time, and I was like, well, I mean, it's a thing. So, we have to figure this out. But that might be a good book for me to send to them.
Yeah.
Also.
And there's different forms of asexuality, right? There's romantic asexuality. There's aromantic asexuality. Like, do they feel flutters when they think about kissing someone, but then just aren't interested in having sex? Do they not even feel flutters whenever they think about kissing someone, right? Like, it's complicated.
Yeah, that is. Speaking of complications around our little rainbow community, did you see that there's going to be a documentary on Peacock about the intersex community?
No, interesting. That's all you got?
No, I saw it the other day.
I was like, I thought you were going to say
I haven't watched
more.
it yet. I just saw it yesterday when I was kind of like looking through Peacock the other day.
So,
They actually have a documentary started.
Girl, I just got a notification that my internet is unstable.
Oh, I
So
was gonna
just
tell
like
you that.
how did you know?
It's you froze, bitch.
No, girl, I wasn't frozen. I was staring at you.
No, you
Oh.
were frozen.
Well, girl, it happened at the same point that I was staring at you. So I was doing this. Like, literally, I just stood still waiting for you to say more, and you didn't. Anyway, let's move on to Anthony. We haven't
finished that one yet.
No, we haven't even started. We start off when he meets the rich people and goes on and on about knowing
Jackie O.
Jackie O. Then he's Consuela. Then he's Cindy Birdsong. Then it's one of my favorite episodes where he's freezing in the cold with Suzanne in that hotel. Then we see him and Vanessa. Do you want to have sex? And then Bernice mentions these What? Yes, sir.
I found the transition there with Anthony's best of interesting in that everything at the very beginning was a bit gay, and then they
Uh-huh.
kind of like then they have like a point at which you're like, all right, everybody, Anthony's gay adjacent storyline is officially over. Here's
Which
Vanessa.
which is funny because the Consuelo stuff happened after Vanessa.
No, that's what I mean. Like when they replay it back, I was like, wait a minute, this isn't the right order.
So then
I see
it's
what you're doing.
then it's Bernice saying, "I've always thought of you as an illegitimate son." There's her swearing in.
America. Ooh, America. Ooh.
Yeah, and that he's singing is Ray Charles with the glasses, and it cuts to a bunch of other things. One of them is his graduation speech, which is the next episode.
Yes.
Whatever.
I know.
Whatever.
It's
Yeah.
so slapdash.
It really is. It really. There was something I was going to say. Oh. That guy, the Barbara Streisand impersonator.
Oh yeah.
He's going to be on Ally McBeal at some point.
Is he?
I googled him.
What a strange like crisscrossing of things.
It is. Yeah, and like that is the one thing I had whenever I saw him do the Barbara Streisand. He enunciates too much, but only Barbara could get away with that. That's what my husband said. 'Cause I was,
He's right. I mean, he's definitely right.
don't tell me not to live just sitting butter.
Like Barbara doesn't know what a consonant is.
No. Where he was like, don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Like it is not.
I have actually noticed that that's how almost everybody sings that song when they do that song.
Yeah.
They sing it like he does,
Yeah.
which is it's odd because every time I've ever listened to her, I'm like, she's never sang it with those kind of hard consonants.
So people you're hearing now, if they're younger, aren't singing it like she does. They're singing it like Leah Michelle does in Glee.
I'm so sorry, dear listeners. I just had a wave of depression wash over me when I realized that.
Look, her version of that is fantastic.
No. It's not that. It's just that realization that there's now a present generation whose entire reference of old Broadway has nothing to do with Broadway. It has to do with watching Glee.
Yeah.
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 Jeez, that makes me very upset.
Well, girl, and their entire knowledge of Rent is what they saw in high school because it's a high school musical now. Could you imagine Statesville Senior High School, the Lord's year of 1998?
We would have never been allowed to do that.
No, we wouldn't have.
I mean, remember, we weren't even allowed to sing Imagine because the song starts off saying there is Imagine there's no heaven.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I guess that's true. I guess nobody would have found that out because it was all an internal choir / chorus / administration thing that our senior choir had to basically have a gigantic fight about.
Wait, were there dissent in the choir about whether singing?
The choir basically split in two. Half of the choir refused to sing the song.
What?
Yes. Like when I say half, I genuinely mean half the choir refused to do Imagine.
I'm going to send you a name. Tell me where they fell. Because I think I know.
I love when we do this.
I do too. There you go. I have a name.
Oh, totally against.
That's what I figured. That's what
Totally
I felt.
against.
That's what I felt. That's, yeah.
Totally against.
Yeah.
If you probably think it, you're probably
I
correct.
can't think of anybody else who was in your choir at that point.
I can remember only some of the people's faces now because it's been so freaking long.
What about, what is her name? Oh, God, the one who was in the men's dressing room with us.
What?
During Fiddler, she was in the men's dressing room.
Oh yeah. She was fine with it.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, she was fine with it. I don't know if she'd be fine with it now based on like what she's kind of like, but you know, I think she'd be fine with it.
No, you're thinking of a different person. I think you're probably thinking of this person. Dear listeners, isn't this good podcasting?
They're like, this is like when people have twins and they can't understand what their twins are saying to each other because they've
That's
invented
who
their
I
own
think
language.
you're thinking of.
Let's see.
Is that who you're thinking of?
No, I was thinking of
Because
this
that person.
This is who I was thinking of. They were
Oh,
also
no. I was thinking, I know her first name.
They were also in the men's.
That's who I was thinking of. I can't remember their last name.
Yeah. So it was a thing. Like I said, it was a thing.
It was a thing. It was a thing. So the coffee shop people are all like, yeah, let's do it.
Literally, that's basically what the split went down. Yes, you have it correct.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, no, how dare you?
How dare
you sing the song
we
that
can't
is sung
sing that? What are you talking
every
about?
New Year's Eve or New Year's Day directly after Auld Lang Syne? How dare you? How dare you? Well, now we go back to little pink screens, and it's Big Hoss and Lil Falsey, and it's the whole scene about Mary Jo with them fake boobs and how she just plopped them on the table and gets all the men and la 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 la. My husband and I rewatched Easy A recently.
I've never seen that movie.
It's pretty fun. You need to hurry up because it's getting ready to leave Netflix or Peacock, wherever it is.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Oh, Asteroid City's on Peacock now. Did I tell you that already?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, it's on Peacock now.
I'm sending you a message.
Okay. Oh God, girl, this does not make good podcasting.
No, I'm just saying this is like a note. We need to put that. That's a note.
Okay, how dare you should be on a shirt. You could just say that, and I can.
I didn't want to interrupt your flow.
Girl, what flow?
Heavy, honey, heavy.
I'm not on my. It's not my time of the month.
Even flow. Oh, sorry, dear listeners. A little alternative music reference there.
But if I can't swim after 40 days.
I almost spit out my coffee.
I know.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
So now we're moving on to Killing All the Right People, which is one that actually, is important to us because Linda Bloodworth Thompson did talk about something very important during this. Condoms and HIV. She had a little blonde dude pretend to be, I don't know if he's a homo gay in real life, but...
He's not. He was the president in Scandal.
Oh, that was him, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I never watched that show.
Girl, you should watch that show.
Is it actually good?
Yes.
Now, hold on. Is it actually good, or is it just Kerry Washington drinking a lot of wine?
No, it is ridiculous.
Okay,
like when I say it's good, I'm not saying like no. It is pinnacle television. I say no, it's good in that it is ridiculous, and you will eat up all of it.
Okay, good.
They
Because
jumped the shark so many times it could be SeaWorld.
Because I do love a little Kerry Washington here and there.
I'm telling you, it's so ridiculous. You could tell that they did not have much of an idea for after 2 seasons. Like you could tell that they're like, let's see how this goes. And then they're like, oh no, people love this show. Keep this going.
It's just one person. It's just what's her name? Not Vonda Shepard.
I can see her face too. Shonda Rhimes.
Shonda Rhimes. There you go.
Yeah,
it's just Shonda Rhimes.
But it's funny because now, I mean, I understand Grey's Anatomy a bit more because technically that's how Grey's Anatomy feels. If you ever catch an episode, you're just like, just throwing stuff together.
Have you ever watched an episode?
Only like 1 or 2, just because it was on. And but like How to Get Away with Murder, same exact thing. It was like, let's try this idea out, and then let's just see, right? Maybe we'll get 2 seasons out of it, and then after that,
she came from the David E. Kelly method of making a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to leave it after 3 seasons. You can keep my name on it and just keep it going, and that's fine. It'll either work or not.
It's a hoot. Like, it's a hoot. So I'm just gonna say, like, it's her acting is like she could give like a young Cicely Tyson a run for her money in her dramaturgies.
Does she always just have a glass of red wine?
A lot. It happens a lot. Like it happens so much on the show that women around the country decided to basically have like wine Thursdays while they watch Scandal. I know because I was working with women like that.
Girl, speaking of gays, I was talking to one of my friends, and we're trying to figure out where to go on like a trip because we haven't really gone on a trip together in a while.
Mm-hmm.
They're from Florida. They're from Miami. You know them.
Oh, now I do. Yes.
And they were like, hey, I was like, hey, we could just go down to Fort Lauderdale if you want to be gay and go to Wilton Manors. Did you ever go to Wilton Manors when you were down there? And they were like, no, Wilton Manors wasn't really a thing when I was there. I was like, yeah, Wilton Manors has always been there.
Well, but for a while there was almost like a trailer park.
Yeah, but it was still gay there, right? Like it was still gay shit there. How long's Hunter's been there?
Too long.
See, there you go. I like Hunter's has been that strip mall since the Lord year of 1900. Remember?
But it wasn't always Hunter's. Before it was Hunter's, it was called Boom, and before it was Boom, it was called Atomic Boom. And
in what year was this though? Like, are we talking? Was it there in 1998?
I don't remember.
Probably.
Stuff was here in 98.
There you go.
It wasn't quite as popular though, because that's when Miami was still like the hopping place before all of them migrated up here.
Okay.
So
whatever you say.
The 90s was still very only
also,
thing they
are
going,
like 7 years younger than me, so it was definitely a thing.
Oh no, it's definitely a thing then.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
7 years? No, can't be 7. 6, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7.
I don't.
7. I don't
Can I get a 7? 7, 7.
Wait, we have the discussion with Auntie Maim, where she's the one where Julia says, if every time you send whatever STD, you'd be free clinic all the time. Next one's reservations for 8. And it is the Snowden ski trip one. Another one of the horrible vacation.
They picked one of the worst of the vacation ones too.
They were all bad. All 3 of them were bad, right?
Yeah.
Like I
didn't like some of them. This one to me wasn't. It was the least of the worst. Like I think if I had to pick a really terrible vacation one, it would have been that one with Mary Jo and the kids, and like that one where they were all trying to get their 2 families together. That one was. That was impossible.
I would not have even counted that one, but yeah, you're right. Like I was thinking there's 3. So let's go. There's the 3 big like vacation ones that have the full group. There's the one where they're the ski trip.
Yep.
There's the beach one
with Olga.
And then there is the camping one.
Yes.
Which one's the worst?
I would say, based off of everything, the Olga one.
I agree.
The only reason I say that is because the dialogue at least was a little funny in this one, and the hillbillies on the other one made that episode funny, right? Like, because those are like good old seasoned
and the fact we have
actors.
Anthony in that one, right?
Right.
Oh,
like,
I
that's
guess,
what made them different.
if you actually want to make it add in 2 more, if you want to make in all the vacation ones, you can throw in the Japan one, and you can throw in the 2 families meet one.
I mean, the Japan one's perfect.
The Japan one's good. Like, that one is good. So, of the three we were talking about before, which one do you think is the best of the 3?
The hillbilly one.
Yeah, probably.
Just like I said, it has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
It's literally because of those guys were very funny. Very
this one, I think this one, the snowed-in one, suffers because it's just boring, right? Like It's just
Well, I
nothing
think
happens.
it's boring and it's predictable in that no matter what happens, we're gonna see Julia do what she does best,
And
and
it's
she
going to turn into
does.
girls versus boys, and we're just, oh my god, girls and boys, girls and
I
boys,
just think
boys
it's
and
funny when they
girls.
say that because I was like, have you guys not been watching the show along with the rest of? That's the premise of this entire show, everyone.
Well, no, Linda Bloodworth Thompson has not seen her own show. And no, I was not frozen there. I was blinking. I don't know if you
No,
know.
I know. I saw the blinks. That's why I started giggling.
Ah, God. So then we end this clip show, praise be in Jesus, with that long ass letter from Dash that Julia reads about the four ladies and the wet hankies and
And the breast sweating.
and they're sitting outside on the veranda. I don't know. I'm just throwing out Southern words in their lace
Basically.
and with their parasols, and they are white, and the dresses are white, and there are probably some people behind them working in the fields that are not white.
Mhm. And there's some people in their front fanning them that you can't see.
That's exactly right. But they had to go up to a paper bag to see if they were allowed there.
Law.
I killed Maim. Dear listeners, I killed Maim.
Lord, Mama Maim gonna scream herself when she said. She'd be like, "No, he did not talk about the paper bag test."
So girl, there was an instrument at work that was not acting right. Like it was just an instrument. Don't worry about like it, and two black girls were in front of it, and they were putting their arm up to it, like just beside of it. And I was like, came by, and I was like, what are y'all doing? And they looked at me and said, well, we can't get this thing to work. We've tried everything we can, and we're just seeing if we're too dark to work on it. And they looked at me and was like, could you please try? And I was like, before I do, I put my arm up to it, and I was darker than the instrument. I was like, girls ain't gonna listen to me either. And I walked away.
You shall not pass.
Dear listeners, if you don't know the paper bag test, it's a racism. It's a very large. In order to come into the house, you had to be lighter than a paper bag.
And it's an even worse racism because it then filtered into the actual African American culture
It did,
as
yes.
its own version of classism.
It did. So we end with a picture of all four of them on the porch in these outfits.
It's a nice picture.
Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia World?
I mean, I will give it to them at that ending picture. I love that picture of them. I really do.
I gave it to the end credits.
Yeah.
I gave it the end. No, not the picture. The end credits, because this is over. Like, that is the. I don't care about the color of them. I don't care what it's written on. It just is the end credits themselves. The Mozart, whenever it pops up, and that means it's over. Done. Thank you. We're good.
So you give it to Mozart.
Give it to Mozart. Maim, did you like this episode?
That logo is fabulous. It's fabulous.
Did you like this episode?
It's a clip show. I mean, it's, you know.
Yes or no?
Nah.
Okay, thank you.
They could have picked funnier clips, I think.
You were teetering there for a minute, and I was going to be like, he is going to say yes, and I'm going to have to drive down to Floridia and punch you in the face.
So number one, I think they could have picked funnier clips. Number two, there was no special one for Bernice, which there should have been.
There should have been.
And I mean, like that could have gone in place of one of the episode recaps.
I mean, yeah, why, like, Bernice, we've had a couple of Vanessas now. You could have thrown Vanessa in there. Hell,
Yeah.
you could even had that old black woman who died and made her a kid.
Girl, if I had been the producer, I'd be like, put Dolly back on. Let's just do it.
Could you imagine if they had made whatever her name was, one of the little things where they all get inspired by her? I may have ended this podcast. It may have been enough to push me over the edge.
I would have loved if they had done a Dolly Parton outtakes, because you know that those existed.
No, they didn't. She flew in, talked for 30 minutes, and left.
I don't think so. I bet there's extra
Where's
material.
this filmed? Let's see where this is filmed. Where do you think it's filmed? Burbank?
Burbank. Oh, fabulous Burbank in sunny California. I just had this song in my head that I'm really upset about because I'm like, why is this in my brain? Somewhere out there, somewhere out there, beneath the pavement light. And I was trying to figure out why, and then I was like, oh wait, that was the Christmas episode.
Beverly Hills.
They filmed it in Beverly Hills?
That's 1957. What? Does that... Where? It was set... I can't find where it was actually filmed. When was... No.
Where was...
Deciding when filmed.
It says here...
Like, the exterior shots are...
in Little Rock.
In Little Rock.
Someone's thinking of me.
Like, I don't... Do you see where it was filmed? It's usually on the IMDb page. Hold on here. Dear listeners, I know we've gone off the rails. Filming location. Oh, here we go. Warner Brothers Burbank Studios, 4000 Warner Boulevard, Burbank, California.
Fabulous Burbank. Welcome to Burbank.
Hey, Maim.
Jace.
Do you want to do your little wrap up?
Oh, is it time? Okay, cool. Hi, dear listeners. It's I, your Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can catch me doing a lot of stuff. Number one, hosting the amazing Colossal Karaoke Show at Kill Your Idol. Number two, performing improv and stand-up comedy with the Villain Theater. More about them at villaintheater.com. And three, as a panelist on the It's Happening Out queer entertainment show, which you can find out more about them at It's Happening Out on different social medias. And if you want to have links to all of those things, you can find it at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all, I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemissmims.com. Hey, Maim.
Jace.
Did you know that we have Patreon? That's right. If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
Yeah.
That's right. We have You Slay, our Murder, She Wrote podcast, and you have We Object, our Ally McBeal podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yay.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
What?
That's right. If you go to mimsmaim.com, the newly renovated, you can buy something.
Yes.
Hey, Maim, do you know what I forgot to ask earlier? Do you know what I love?
Oh, 5-star reviews.
That's right, dear listeners. I love 5-star reviews. She got me so, beside myself with some fucking potato skins that I just got very excited. I was going to find that beige bag, but no, it's not there. And I love 5-star reviews, though.
Like a lot.
Like a lot. Like more than a potato skin.
That's saying a lot for you.
Hey, Maim, did you know
Yes.
that you can reach us?
Yes, and touch us.
No.
Oh.
I do not consent to that.
Wow. That's a
But
shame.
you can send me an email. But you can send me an email at mimsmaim@gmail.com or text us at 704-380-0618. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
do you have anything else to add?
No.
Then why don't you just say goodnight, Ma'am, you little slut?
Good night, babe, you little slut.
Bye, y'all.